Well, that was definitely a post-takeover show. I'm Joe Rentham with my review of WWE NXT, and it seemed like for any of the good that happened, something was immediately there to nullify it. And in the case of Ridge Holland, poor Ridge Holland, fucking Christ, poor Ridge Holland. I'll talk about that more when it happens, but god damn, that was brutal. So, as for the Capitol Wrestling Center, I don't like the look. I just don't. I mean, I don't mind them trying to do different things and working with what they have as far as small spaces and trying to get fans to be interactive, the video walls and stuff like that. But I don't like Thunderdome. I don't like it in this Capitol Wrestling Center. I just think it's kind of stupid. But hey, if everybody's on board with it and they're enjoying themselves, that's fine. It's not for me, but if it's for you, that's totally fine. So, Kashida versus Tommaso Champa. A match I didn't think I'd get to see, and I wasn't upset about it until the end. Some nice wrestling, a more aggressive Kashida. We do get some rest holds. We get some arm focus by Kashida. And Champa being pretty goddamn relentless himself. Kashida grabbing the arms, stomping to the back. That was pretty brutal. And the hoverboard lock. And then suddenly Velveteen Dream in a goddamn purple cast. Just get the fucker off TV. Just get him off TV. Seriously. Just pay him to stay at home and then release him from his contract. Because let's just focus on the in-ring. Let's just focus on that. The guy's been sloppy in the ring and hasn't been all that good in about a year and a half. He doesn't have any value to the company. He just doesn't. I'm over Velveteen Dream, and like his in-ring performance has been pretty goddamn shit. That match with Adam Cole, that backlot brawl, was absolute dog shit. And it just seems like he's sandbagging it a lot in the goddamn ring. And also, we don't need to continue this Kashida-Velveteen Dream feud, even though I had a feeling we would after the event, or, what happened after their match at TakeOver 31. But just, seriously, Kashida they better not do 50-50 booking here. Have Kashida just beat him flat in the next match. But just, seriously, Velveteen Dream's involvement fucking ruined this for me. And Champa wins by DQ because Dream accidentally attacks him because Dream's an idiot. And then Kashida attacks Dream afterwards. So at least he got that. And then Ember gets a promo. And she talks about being in isolation for 14 months with the Achilles injury. Glad to see her back. Honestly, glad to see her back. Ember's lost. She's going to do what she wants. And hey, she got some promo time. Then here's Io. She doesn't get to talk because here's Rhea. Rhea gets a few words in. And then Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai attack her. And then Regal makes a tag match with Rhea and Ember versus Dakota and Raquel Gonzalez for the main event. Okay, cool. Hey, we got a hook for the main event. This is a bit sloppy, though. The melee was a bit sloppy to me. And then Drake and Dane, which sounds like a really, really bad Nickelodeon show. Drake looks like he fell asleep in the tanning bed, or he was trying to channel that Final Destination 3 death. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Undisputed Era talks about Ridge Holland, how he laid out Adam Cole, and unfortunately this storyline's kind of, in the, just on the back burner, unless the injury isn't as bad as it looked, and it looked pretty bad. Ever Rise versus Drake and Dane. I don't know what the theme was. I hate this. The tag team division is absolute shit in NXT. There are people who like this Drake and Dane tag team, this unlikely tag team, this oddball tag team. That's fine if you do. I don't. They kept doing the whole thing where Dane was upset at Drake, and eventually he used him, powerbombed him onto one of the Ever Rise members. I actually don't know which one. All due respect to them. And Drake got the win, and then Dane laid him out afterwards because comedy. The tag team division's a fucking joke and it's fucking dead. Toni Storm video package. Good to see her back. Honestly, it really is. I'm glad to see Toni Storm back on TV. She's been doing pretty goddamn well. Her and Juice Robinson are dating, and good for them. So, we get the Garganos walking their dog in matching jumpsuits. Not for the dog. Maybe. I don't know. And they have a free TV when they get back to their house from Indy Hartwell. Why from Indy Hartwell? That's a big-ass TV. And, okay, they take it inside, and we get to find out a little bit later why they have the TV from Indy Hartwell. We then get Austin Theory versus Leon Ruff. More Leon Ruff on NXT television, please. Even with the slip, the guy's got some potential. And Theory beats him, but, Ruff had a good showing here. He got hit with the ATL for 3. And then he says, well, nobody can do anything about me being the future of NXT. And then here's Dexter Lumis, who is just coming back from an injury that he suffered in a spot that, was kind of unnecessary. And you know what spot I'm talking about. We get Dexter Lumis versus Austin Theory. An odd matchup, but it wasn't bad. Theory got in his shots. Lumis did as well. worked a good style. They worked a good clash of styles here. Still not sure how to take to Loomis. He's definitely interesting. Why won't he blink? Why won't he goddamn blink? He gets the silence. I believe that's the Anaconda Vice finisher name. And Theory's out. So, okay, he wins. And then Grimes immediately hits the cave-in on Loomis and calls him a freak because that's based off the stuff from last week. We then get Dakota saying, Ember better get in line behind me. Is it because she's black? Vince wrote this line. It's because she's black, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody said that. Probably Road Dogg. I'll blame Road Dogg for that. But yeah, Dakota says Ember just can't jump in line. She has to get back behind me. To be fair, Ember did just come back from injury, and usually how this works is you got to battle. So Ember is going to have to beat Dakota, which she does in the main event. So we then get Damian Priest talking about partying after beating Gargano. Who is next? Who knows? But they'll get a reckoning. Now Ridge Holland versus Danny Birch. Strikes are laid in. We get some weird driver from Ridge Holland for 3. And the disrespect to Birch. And then we get a beatdown. Then here's Oney Lorcan. And here's where everything went fucking tits up. Oh, Lorcan died. And Ridge, his leg. I hope he's all right. But he got stretchered out. Ow. I got Sid Vicious flashbacks. From, was it Sin? It was Sin 2001. God damn, that looked painful. God, I really hope it's not that bad, but I fear it's going to be something where he's at least going to be out 6 months. And that's a real shame. They were just featuring him, and it seemed like they were priming him for a storyline with Adam Cole. If it's just something where it isn't that bad and he's actually going to be okay, then good, but I think he's going to be out a while, guys. I think he's going to be, let's see, this is October. He's probably going to be out till April. I really hope not, but God, that was just fucking bright. I really feel for Ridge Holland. I really do. Unfortunately, everything gets brought back down to earth with the new TV. Indy Hartwell apparently included a USB where it showed footage of her saving Candice's ass a lot in that Women's Battle Royal. That storyline that we didn't fucking need because it involves the Garganos more. So, Candice is like, oh, I'm starting to like her, and it's kind of cool. They're great. They have the personality of wet blankets, by the way. Both her and Johnny. So, Thatch's Catch Can Wrestling. He just talks about bending people into pretzels and doing some stuff like that. And then we get footage of Ridge being stretchered out. God, it's fucking brutal. And then we get Shotzi with a spoopy Halloween tank because she's going to be the host of Halloween Havoc versus Xia Li. It was fine. It was short. Senton for 3. And then Boa, not the snake, just shows up and hands Xia Li something. He's somebody that hasn't really been featured on TV much. I thought they released him. And they walk off. I guess they're going to be an alliance. Cool. Rhea and Ember versus Dakota and Raquel. I hate Ember's new theme. To be fair, I think it was a deal with that CFO or whatever the fuck their name is. And I get it. They had to change Ember's theme. Also, why did she get a mask modeled after Sable's face? I don't fucking get it. This match was fine. It ended with a melee at the end. Raquel and Rhea spilling on the outside over the announcer's table. And then the Eclipse for 3 pins Dakota Kai. Ember's spine's going to hate her in about 5 years. But that being said, Ember pins Dakota. So she, is suddenly jumping in front of the line of Dakota. And that's fine. She jumps in front of Dakota in that line, doing some good stuff. At least, we're getting Ember back in the mix. I don't think Ember should be the one to take the title from Io. But then again, Ember never really got a proper NXT women's title reign. She kind of just got handed to her by Asuka after Asuka had left, that is. So it was what it was. Now, it wasn't a bad show, but it was also just kind of there. But good on Ember. I just hate the new theme. Agree, disagree what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rentlin. I'll see you soon.